Yeah, managed to record.
Oh, okay. Am I the one starting?
All right. Thanks. Was it Larissa or Amos? All right.
It's
Thank you.
Rodrisan.
All right. Thanks, Larissa. Okay. Mem Dando, do you want to kick us off or should I go ahead? Is Mem Dando in the room?
No, let me refresh.
No. Okay. No, that's all right. I think we can, as long as we're recording, then that's fine. She can always rewatch maybe the recording. All right. Good morning once again, team. Welcome to our day 2 of our first line training. And in this training today, we want to cover 2 aspects that we did not cover yesterday. I'm just going to share my screen once again with you. Just hold on a moment. All right, please confirm you can see my screen. All right, fantastic. So yesterday we went through the ticket creation and ticket escalation procedure, whereby we came from checking the contact card, checking for any open tickets, and we then focused on the ticket, the network ticket escalations. That's what we focused on yesterday. Then for the billing tickets and the sales ticket, we didn't really look at those processes. So in today's training, what we're going to do, we have made Abigail as well as, so we have made Abigail from billing as well as Madam Belinda Tangai from sales, who are just going to touch on those 2 sides. So they're just going to take us through the process of the billing ticket as well as the process of the sales ticket, so that we can have a full understanding of all the types of tickets that we're supposed to be handling. So I'm going to start with Mem Abigail. If you can just take us through the billing ticket process, what we as the first line agents are expected to do, how we are expected to move our tickets, and how we are expected to also escalate our tickets. Right. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mem Abigail.
Okay, thanks, Jason, for that.
Yeah, and then at the end of your session, please ask a few questions so that we make sure people are paying attention.
Okay, that's okay.
Thank you.
All right. So from our end, I'll share my screen. Maybe just take you through how we deal with our tickets. You can confirm once you can see my screen.
We can see your screen.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so from my end, so I'm checking. Currently, I'm on my tickets. What's outstanding on my dashboard? So that's going help desk. Then on the overview, they need to give me my tickets. So it will show me what I have done, me for the past 7 days. Then they close for today. What have I done so far? Then I go to my tickets to check. under my tickets, I can see, so all my tickets are under the billing queue. So what I'm seeing here, that's the ticket for Jefum Secure. So for this one, I know I didn't have this one early in the morning. So these are the tickets that come through the chatbot for the proof of payments that came through this morning. So I'll open one, maybe just to take you through. So this ticket came, this was 9:15. So for the proof of payments, I know today you is on proof of payments capturing, Rorisang, through the WhatsApp chatbot.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so on this one, now I know I have to reassign this ticket to Rorisang as the first line to capture the proof of payment that came through the chatbot. So I'll update the Rorisang, and then now update here, that's a billing on the text, then on the reason for outage, so that when she closes the ticket, then a rating can be sent to the customer. So on this one, I see Millicent hasn't actually updated because it's supposed to update that the proof of payment have been captured. I see some were updated, but the one for the proof of payment hasn't been updated yet. But for the sake of progress, I'll put other under this ticket so that Rodisan can actually capture the proof of payment and send the receipt to the customer. Then I'll move this one to the first line. Then I will save. So this one I will also check at Rodisan. Check hope and capture the payment, so that he actually receives an email to that effect to capture this proof of payment. So I've actually reassigned it to Rorisang to capture. Then I've got another one as well. So this one, it came through, that's 9:43. Then I'll reassign as well to Rorisang to capture. Then I'll put other on the reason there. Then move it to first line. Capture the payment. So mainly these are the ones for the proof of payments. Then now when I'm coming to all the ones that are under the billing queue tickets, I'll go to the billing. So they need to give me the list of the people which are assigned to this one. So these are the NMS ones which are saying none, because when they open, they come under the NMS, so they don't even assign the account manager. So I think from Monday, I've been reassigning now to the account managers, but I think those are the ones which Mem Tando was saying she engaged Mr. Ndaba to check on these ones. So I'll follow up in the evening. so that we update on this one. Then now under the Kanban, the view, then I can see the ones that are under ANESU. So now if I want to reassign these ones, now I have to come and check who are they assigned to. If I'm to reassign to another account manager, then I can pick these issues. They say now today I'm going to deal with these issues which are here. So I'm going to reassign this to myself. These are the ones that are under ANESU. So I see there is the issue of the internet. So I can reassign this to myself so that I can tackle and reduce the number that are under ANESU's tickets. So here I've got the total of this. So if I want to actually check maybe the ones that are for the open proof of payments, you can actually filter there and see the ones that are still open for the proof of payments. Then you can see who are they assigned to. So these will need to be cleared. So we can view there. So these are the ones that are actually open that needs capturing. So we have to check by end of day that all of them have been actually cleared. I think mainly on the billing queue, that's how I will check on the on these tickets, not sure if it's clear. So what you have to actually do when you are creating a new one, let's say you want to create a new ticket that needs to be attended, I will go to the tickets. Then you create a new ticket here. Let's say I want to do the one for yesterday. I think I had Michael Malvima who needed a call. So I will do Michael Malvima. Then what I need to do now under Mavima, I need to check Mavima who the account manager also is, so that I assign to the correct person. For the issue to be attended quicker. So Mavima is Mavima. So there is the account. Then the account manager is Nomagugu. So I'll put there Michael Muvima. Request callback from account manager. Then I have to make sure here I've put under the billing tickets to the correct queue. Then assign to Nomagugu, that's the account manager. Then the customer name. So that's the customer name there. The phone number will populate. Then the priority. So if it's a call, I will trust it's an emergent situation. The customer needs in SAP response. Then under the text, I'll put billing. Then callback. Then on this one, I'm not seeing a callback, so I think we need to resolve these ones. Then on the description, so when I save this one, it goes straight to the account manager. So it will populate also the SLA there for the customer. Then now for this one, Noma Gogo will be the second line for this issue because she's the account manager. So I can't put it under the first line for the DOS team to attend to. So I'll put it under the second line for her to actually attend to the customer. Then once she has feedback, then she comes and now put the ticket on solved, and then she closes the ticket. So it will send actually a rating to the customer to rate us. Not sure if it's clear to everyone how maybe this ticket, maybe in case this ticket is not actually attended to, then now I'll have to escalate the issue. Now maybe I'll be now calling the customer, or if the customer actually needs to be called by the FM, maybe we fail to resolve the issue, then we'll put the notes, then actually go to the FM and ask it to call back the customer if there are any needs, or we now arrange for a meeting with the customer if need be, or both the account manager for clarity and then the FM to maybe make a decision that we can't make maybe internally. So saying mainly that's the process for the billing team up to the ticket closure, to say we have closed the ticket. That's up to when we have actually put all the details and actually checked if we assigned to the correct account manager for these tickets. Not sure if that is clear. Any maybe questions from the team?
Thank you, Mema B. Please do ask if they don't have any questions, please do go ahead and ask them a few questions just to check if we are on the same page.
Okay, I see people are quite, I'll assume they understood. Or it's an easy one, just to go create a ticket and make sure you have checked the account manager. Or else if you want other people to actually follow this ticket, you can actually come and add under the followers there. If I want Miss Intando, if that's something that's including Miss Davis there, I'll actually add the followers here. So if I want maybe let's say FM to follow up on this issue, then I'll actually put there as a follower. So it will actually send a message to say you have been added to be a follower for this ticket. Maybe in case we don't want it to fall out of hand and you want that issue clarified quicker. So you can actually add maybe the head of the department there, so that we follow, all of us will follow up on the same issue that needs resolve. All right, I think that's all I had from my end, Blay. Then
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Mem Abi. Could you please just ask maybe two questions from any of the team just to make sure that we were all following?
All right. Any maybe updates, questions? I see there's Amos, Omniscient, Tanatwa, Similo. Or you can give a feedback if it was clear, then we know we can continue.
Yes, it was clear, ma'am.
Okay. And thank you for that.
All right. Thank you very much. I guess it was clear to everyone. For my side, I understood, and I hope that everyone else managed to understand. And if there is maybe aspects that we were doing things the wrong way, maybe can you please try to rectify that and maybe start following the correct process or procedure. Right. And then I'd also like Madam Belinda to also just come in and just take us through the sales process as well. What are we supposed to do maybe when we get a call from a customer who is requiring maybe our services, or they're requiring a certain product of ours, or it could be a ticket that maybe we're handling and the customer is then requested to maybe purchase something. I think Madam Belinda, please take us through.
Okay, thank you, Blessing. Are you hearing me, Tim?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
All right, thanks. So basically, in sales, there are just a few issues where you would need to create a ticket for the sales team. So I hope, did we all manage to see our escalation SOP of these for the sales all? In our escalation SOP, we have stated these scenarios. Maybe I can just share my screen so that we all see it. So on number 2, that's where we have the types of issues that our department, the sales department, handles. And these are whereby if there is a new client who is requesting our service, maybe a certain client has called and they are saying, we have heard about telco. Or what happens at times is issues whereby when we do our activations, we issue flyers. So these flyers, they've got telco numbers. So a client might call or text on our help desk numbers requesting service. So if a client requests a service, this issue needs to be directed to our sales team. Or maybe a client is asking about prices, our pricings. We need to escalate this or create a ticket for sales so that we tell the client the correct pricing methods, because you find out that our prices, they differ with location and type of product. Though we also encourage you to know a list of our prices and the likes, and I've once shared with some of the members, but it's advisable to refer this person to sales so that we avoid in future where a client will say, no, I was told that your WiMAX installation cost 171. Why are you now telling me that it's 259? It will seem like the sales agent now wants to shortchange the client or do some tricks. So when there are complex package requirements at the same time, so a client at times maybe they might be wanting knowledge on packages, we need to escalate this to sales. If it's about lead conversions, maybe these lead conversions, they require a salesperson. Usually all leads, we advise you to refer them to us sales. Reason why we say so is that we want to avoid duplicate. So you find out in our pipeline, we've got a lot of duplicates. These duplicates, they are caused by the fact that at times one person creates a lead, creates an opportunity, then already in our pipeline, we might be having that person. Because when people call, at times this person once engaged us 2 months ago, but they went silent, and we lost them or we put them on hold. So when they call again now, it's 2 months later, we first check before we create the lead in the system that this is maybe Neganda. Don't we have this client in our pipeline? If we have the client in our pipeline, we just pick it up from there or restore the lead. So whenever it's about leads and the likes, it's advisable just to create a ticket for us, the sales. Suppose a client wants to know about contracts or it's about contract renewals, just escalate to sales, because you find out that at times in our current UDU 18, that client does not have a contract. But maybe in UDU 14, if we are to search, we'll get the contract. Though we were doing the contract issue with Mr. Maoko, trying to make all clients up to date, it's just also advisable to create a ticket to us. Then we first verify and check does this client don't have a contract, because at times the contract might not be attached, but it might be there. So those are the issues that will need you to contact us sales or escalate to us first when a client requests of something. So basically, when you are creating these tickets, especially if it's about service, don't give yourself too much pressure. Do not create contacts if this client needs a service. Just create a ticket. Then on the ticket, put the name of the person who is requesting our service and the number. Reason why I'm saying so is because if you first create the contact, it's okay. But suppose this client stays in a location where we don't even have coverage. Are you seeing that we are creating a lot of contacts in the system? Some of them, they are not even worth it. So we have a lot of things that we might need to archive or what in the future. And in the future, like an exercise we once did last year of calling all our databases that we have in UDU. You have a lot of databases, but which is not worth it. So it's advisable if a client calls and wants service, just create a ticket and log note the client's details. Then the salesperson whom we have tagged will just convert that ticket into a lead after they find out that is it necessary to convert it to a lead? Is it necessary to create a contact for this person once they have talked to them? So we would advise you to just create a ticket in those scenarios. Then we have some scenarios when a client needs an upgrade or a downgrade. Please, these issues must first be escalated to billing. The reason why we say so is because billing are the ones who are responsible for checking if the client has an outstanding balance or not, number one. So a sales agent is not able to check balances. So we cannot know if this client is worth it to be given an upgrade. Number two, the major reason why we say this must go through billing is that if a salesperson creates an SO for an upsell, this SO automatically triggers for triple POE details to be created. So you see, this client is already a telco client. This client already has triple POE details. Now, if a sales agent creates another SO, it's creating a second different set of triple POEs. This now causes confusion to the billing end. So billing are the ones who are responsible for creating these sales orders for upsells or whether it might be downgrades. Be it a scenario that billing wants sales to explain to a client about transferring from a certain package to another package, then we'll receive this from billing. we explain to the client, but at the same time, we give billing back the responsibility of creating this SO to avoid duplicates of or multiple TPPOEs being created in the system. So please, on this, I have seen several tickets, especially on upgrades and downgrades. These must first be escalated to our billing team. And at times, if it's about equipment recoveries, yeah, I've been working both ends. But if it's an issue that this client needs us to recover equipment, this issue must also first undergo billing so that we check if this client does not have an outstanding balance. Because whether this client now wants to leave our network, if the client is owing us, we have to involve, if it means legal matters or whatsoever, we have to get our money back from this client first. Though we need our equipment, firstly, we need to try to get our money. So firstly, billing needs to check, does this client have any balances? If the client have any balances, the client is communicated with about their outstanding balances. If we now agree from Mr. Maoko that, no, let's just recover our equipment, this now issue of equipment recovery now goes to AUMA. Yeah, if you take me, I'll just escalate it back to AUMA to call these equipments for equipment recoveries. Sales, we do not do equipment recoveries. So please take note of that. It has to be checking balances first. After checking balances, then AUMA calls clients for equipment recoveries. This also happens for reconnections now. If this client wants a reconnection, first, billing, they must check, does this client have an outstanding balance or not? They check and they determine whether it's worth it to reconnect this client or not. After that, this client now comes to us sales to reconnect the client. We now do the sales order for reconnection. So this is like a cycle. It also even happens if a client has been tagged for equipment recovery. When AUMA calls this client for equipment recovery, some clients say, no, yes, I want to connect back to your network. Then AUMA now gives us the task to do a reconnection for this client. But we cannot reconnect this client if we don't have approval from billing team. For instance, I'll give you an example which happened yesterday. There's a client yesterday who came, SEDA. So SEDA was owing Telco $611, but after being called for the equipment recovery, SEDA said, no, I'm willing to pay $250 cash in hand. Then every Monday I give you $100. But if I pay $250, can you connect me back online so that I use the internet to generate more money? I had to go to Memagore, ask for approval for us to reconnect this client back. So firstly, all these processes, they pass through billing. Please, let's just take note of that. Then I've been seeing at times we've been having challenges with some tickets that just needs maybe to be closed. For example, I'll share this. This ticket, let me try to share this ticket with you. Neganda. So this is a ticket about Darlington Neganda. He had paid his reconnection fee, so it needed an invoice. So we needed to give Neganda an invoice. Unfortunately, in the first days, sales, we were not creating invoices, but later with Anesu, because with sales team, we do not have the rights to now change this invoice from draft. We don't have the rights to confirm an invoice. So usually we would just create a sales order, then billing will create the invoice. But after talking to Anesu last week, we agreed that we are going to create invoices and tag them to confirm the invoices. Because when we create the invoices, they remain in draft. So if someone forgets to tag now, it will be a problem. So there is this ticket for Darlington Nega, and I then worked with Anesu to create the invoice, and the invoice was posted. But we are not able to close or solve this. I'm trying to solve, I want you to say, we do not have the rights to solve these tickets. So at one point, I had tagged for one DOS agent to close, then they advised me that, no, if we escalate a ticket to you, we must not escalate it down back to us. So this also is another issue that I had, that what happens to these tickets, because unfortunately, I'll just have to tell your team to close the ticket when the issue has been solved, because sales does not have rights to close these tickets. So in scenarios whereby you give us these tickets, we just have to make sure that the sales agent whom you have tagged is logging notes, then you collaborate and close tickets of this manner. So I think from me, that was all that I wanted to share with you, especially stressing those points on whether this ticket needs to escalate it to sales or billing, because most of the issues now, if it's about reconnection, recovery, they have to start from the billing end. They check balances, then they take us if a client needs a reconnection. But a client, if they need a new service, just create a ticket. Do not create a contact in the system, as this will create multiple contacts or more duplicates. Is there anyone with a question? Hello? Hello?
Hi, yes, we can hear you. It seems no one has a question. I don't know if you can ask maybe just 2 or 3 questions, Madam Belinda, on the things that you mentioned, just so that we can check if people were actually getting it.
Okay,
So maybe
Blessing.
from the things that you can just ask someone to just repeat maybe a certain aspect so that, yeah.
Okay, it's fine. So I just have a question for the team. Where do we escalate upsell and downgrades requests, and why do we escalate to that team? That's my question. If you get a request for a client who needs an upsell or a downgrade, you escalate it to which department and why? Is there anyone, a volunteer to answer, or I pick? I'm seeing there's someone, Tanaswa here. If Tanaswa can hear me, Tanaswa, can you respond?
We put it to billing so that they check the outstanding amount.
Yes, we report to billing so that they first check the outstanding amount. Thank you for that. And I was saying, why is it that we avoid for the sales team to first create, to the sales team to do these upsells? Why is it that we avoid that? Why do we avoid sales team to do SOs for upsells? Amos, can you respond?
Okay, I think the reason why it doesn't happen that way is because when you're upselling someone, you're moving them to a package that costs more, and you cannot do that with someone when they owe us for a package that costs less.
Okay.
If they could not, yeah.
All right. Yes, that's another point, number 1. What's the other major reason that I said this is one of the major reasons? Yes. Is it Mem Tando?
No,
I don't know that
what is
end. Okay. How are you?
Yes.
I think another reason is so that we don't have another PPOE account created for that customer.
Exactly. We avoid that so that we avoid triple POEs to be created again. So we have multiple triple POEs for this client. I hope in your trainings with Blessing, you'll be knowing what we mean by triple POEs, point-to-point protocol over Ethernet. The ones that allow a client to connect. So it will cause confusion in the system. So I think you can see that that's a major error if it happens like that. So thank you, team. I hope you have understood this Blessing. That's all from me.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Belinda. That was quite informative and quite educational. And for myself, I've also managed to learn one or two things that I actually didn't know. But thank you very much for that. And I hope that everyone managed to understand the training from both billing and sales. And once again, the reason why we had to do this was because yesterday we managed to cover the process for network incidents, but we also wanted to just cover the processes as well for billing incidents as well as maybe sales tickets. So what I'm going to do after this training is I'm also going to create a process flow diagram similar to the one that I presented yesterday. Then just add the bits of the billing side as well as the ticket side so that we can all have a reference point so that we are on the same page moving forward. I don't know, Mem Tando, do you have anything to add on? All right. I think maybe Mimtam is a bit occupied at the moment, but thank you very much, Madam Abigail. Thank you very much, Madam Belinda, once again, and thank you very much, team, for participating in this training. And I will see you in the next training that will be on Monday. Which is going to be on password changes, SSID changes, as well as hiding SSIDs. That one is going to be very interactive and it's going to be very practical with all of us getting involved into it. So I'm just going to do a demonstration of how we do the different things. And then in that training, I'll be expecting, if possible, each and every one of us to go through the same process as well, so that we are very familiar with the process for changing passwords, changing SSID names, and hiding Wi-Fi names. All right. Thank you very much, team. Please do enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Blessing. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.